3, 2, 1.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, mystery reading number 1145. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and you would like to help support it, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do feel called to subscribe and stick around, welcome, and thank you very much for your support in helping me reach 300 subscribers at this time, as well as your presence during this reading. Maybe there is something here about the year 2002, or a birthday that is coming up. And it could be within the next couple of weeks. But moving into interpreting 1145, starting with the ones, this number is about having trust and faith in yourself, the universe, whatever you and the universe are creating together, manifesting together. Maybe there is some sort of a process that you could have more trust and faith in, and it may be helpful to really have faith in the idea that everything really does happen for a reason. And if you don't understand now why something is the way it is, or why you're having to wait this long, or whatever unknown, maybe frustrating to deal with, I think you will find out if you keep going. And moving forward with honesty and authenticity. I did see the number 222 on the timer, which could be confirmation of a significant relationship or situation on your mind. I just saw a sign, number 234, to trust that everything happens for a reason. I was going to say it again, but I didn't see a number again. But this, that message about trusting everything happens for a reason. Again, so maybe that's confirmation. But the number 2 can also be confirmation or guidance for you to be very wise with your decisions at this time. Protect your peace, your future, and make sure you're investing in people and situations that actually mean the most to you in an honest and authentic, true, real way. And I am feeling connected to the Italian word reale, which means real, in Italian, obviously. And as soon as I was talking about that word, I saw the number 321 on the timer. The third message here, to trust that everything happens for a reason. I felt connected to the word reale for a reason. There's something real here, or there's your ancestors, past loved ones, are wanting you to focus on what is real, not a lie. Is there something here that you need to be honest with yourself about? Or is there something you're already honest with yourself about and you just need to trust yourself and have faith in yourself, just like I was talking about with the number 1 here? That's a fairly decent message, to have trust and to have faith moving forward. Well, right now and in the future. The number 4 is about stability, and it is connected to ancestors. So this feels like confirmation of messages, support, guidance from past loved ones about focusing on what is real and honest and authentic, because they believe that's what you deserve. To focus on reality and live in it as it is. You just deserve to live honestly, I think, is what they're really trying to say. If you are trying to create more stability, you're trying to make yourself feel more safe and more secure, your ancestors are here to help you with that. They're always present with you to help you feel more grounded and stable. And I do think that they want you to focus on grounding and stabilizing yourself as a person so you can be a grounding and stabilizing force in your life to be able to attract grounding and stabilizing relationships and situations. Again, I feel that they're really encouraging you to have trust and faith in yourself, and maybe even have trust and faith in them or other spirit guides. Moving on to number 5. This number is about change and transformation. The idea that change is the only constant in life may be significant for you to reflect on or address. I feel like we look at life where like it's about being comfortable. But I think life is easier when we realize it's about change. Like, if we expect change, then I just feel like it won't be as difficult. Like, and of course you should feel comfortable, but I think there's really a message here about finding comfort in what is uncomfortable. Finding stability within the instability, the peace within the chaos. This could either be confirmation or a call for you to change and transform as a person. Maybe it's about some sort of change that you should initiate or that you are already going through. And it could be related to stability, your home, family, or just you as a person, and as a soul, or both. It could be both coming from within and outside of you, this energy of change. Adding up these numbers, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 5 is 11, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So I feel like that's reinforcing what we already said with the number 222 earlier about confirmation, significant relationship or situation that is on your mind right now as I am doing this reading for you. Well, I guess as you're watching this video, really. There was also the messages of protecting your peace and prioritizing what means the most to you and just being very, really wise with your decisions at this time. This number 1145 has really just been about having trust and faith in yourself and the universe, being aware of the support and love coming from past loved ones while you may be trying to create more stability, more peace within yourself or within your life, especially if you're going through some sort of change. Maybe this reading could be a reminder here that it is important for you to move through this with grace. So, if you're dealing with some difficult feelings, make sure you're giving yourself the patience and the time and the space that you need to process these thoughts and these feelings, and make sure they don't have a negative impact on your belief system, what you believe about yourself, the universe, life, a situation. As I've said a couple of times, this reading could be about a significant situation or relationship on your mind right now, and choose wisely moving forward. Be honest about what really means the most to you and what is actually going to give you more peace within yourself and in your life, in your reality. So I currently have a lot of cards lined up on the table right now. These are tarot cards from the Secrets of Tarot, a box of cards that I made and wrote on myself, and a small deck of index cards that I also made and wrote on myself. I am just going to start with the tarot cards here. I'm not going to put these. I'm going to start with drawing out just one of them. See what's going to come through here for you. Okay, so the tarot card that I have is the Nine of Wands. I wrote on there resilience, exhaustion, time, last stretch, investment, hard work. Also by the number 9 here, we have fulfill, ideal, and inspire. And there's also the zodiac signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The zodiac sign of the Capricorn, or the Devil card. The Major Arcana Devil card in tarot might be significant for you. I just saw a sign and trust that everything happens for a reason with the number 1, 2, 3 on the timer. This card is also connected to the element of fire. And the artist wrote undecided. Need to take a step out of the situation, and then you will see more clearly. So whoever is watching this reading, you're definitely feeling the exhaustion, the weight of something that you've been working hard on or investing in for quite a long time. And depending on the situation, it feels like you're about to let go of someone or something. If it's just too much, it's, the burden is too heavy, or, something is going to pay off, or maybe you're going to go to the next level in a business situation where you'll do more delegating because things are expanding. Like I said, it really just depends on the context of whatever you are going through. The number 9 is about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. I just felt connected to the word presence. So maybe there is a spiritual presence around you in your reality in this reading. Or it could be more practical. Maybe there could be the presence of a person, the presence of someone, or something, no matter what level of reality it is. But purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. Is there an opportunity here for you to let go of someone or something to help you expand and grow and fulfill some sense of purpose? It almost feels like things are either going to expand and grow, or it's just time to start a brand new project, a brand new relationship. Whatever it is, it's something that has been going on for a while. Let's move on to the box of cards that I showed you earlier and just get one of them as well. And I have pulled the Two of Swords. This is what it looks like. It says, I need to be supportive and hopeful because I can't control what other people do. We have another 2 here, related to a significant relationship or situation where it feels like it's important to allow things to be a little more outside of your control. That really aligns with the idea of delegating or asking for help or support. I think it's interesting because this says I need to be supportive and helpful, because maybe it's not just about being supportive and helpful towards others, but also towards yourself, by giving yourself permission to lighten the load, whatever that looks like for you. I did forget to mention with the number 2 as well. I think this is the 3rd time we've talked about the messages with this number. A significant relationship or situation, as well as making wise decisions, protecting your peace I just feel like there's someone or something to walk away from or to lighten the load with, to help you have more peace and maybe even meaning in your life, like being less distracted by burnout and frustration and just being able to focus more on maybe relaxing or having fun and really truly being at peace. Let me think for a second. I'm feeling connected to the message of purpose and helping the world release what no longer works again. It feels like somehow there's a sense of purpose in lightening the load. I don't know what it is. I'm not entirely sure down to the detail what it means for you, but at the very least this feels like encouragement for you to find a deeper meaning in lightening the load, so it's easier to give yourself permission to do that, to make things easier and less stressful for yourself. Maybe this is an opportunity to have a healthier relationship with yourself by being more supportive and helpful and kind towards yourself. You don't have to do everything alone. You don't have to carry everything alone. And you shouldn't carry and do everything alone. You are just one person. And maybe there's an opportunity to heal here, like, why do I expect myself to do so freaking much? The Two of Swords itself is a decision card. And it's really reminding me about that message about being wise with your decisions right now. I feel like if you move forward choosing not to lighten the load, you might regret it for some reason. Let's wrap up this reading by drawing out one of these index cards now. This one might not resonate for everybody, but it says, I really like hanging out with you and I really, really want to grow something with you. So definitely is looking like some sort of partnership, a friendship, or it could be romantic too. There's something here about building something with somebody, which really reinforces the messages of delegating and not carrying everything alone. And it feels like maybe even this other person, partner, business, romantic, whatever, is open and willing to help lighten the load for you. Overall, this reading, we haven't talked about the number 2 except for, this Two of Swords and adding up the numbers in 1145. But we've also seen a couple of 222s as well. There's just a real focus here on creating more balance in your life and possibly within yourself, having more kindness and patience for yourself and allowing you to relax more or to have more fun, to open up more free time to do something other than whatever this is that you are working on. Now, as somebody with ADHD, I can get really hyperfixated on things. I can forget to eat or, go a little bit over my schedule. So I understand that side of it where it's just like you're so excited and maybe a little bit obsessed with whatever you are working on, but you really want to prevent yourself from getting burnt out so you can keep going and actually see the end. This reading has been encouraging you to have trust and faith in yourself, to embrace the support of your ancestors, past loved ones, and to keep creating more stability by bringing more peace and balance into your life. I'm seeing the Back to the Basics card from the Ancestor Spirit Oracles. So it feels very clear here that your ancestors want you to simplify things, to focus on the basics, surviving. And it's okay to focus on thriving, but to thrive, you gotta survive. So just make sure you're building a good and healthy and fair foundation and relationship for and with yourself. And I'm being reminded about how I felt connected to the word reale, which brought the messages about connecting what is real for you. And it feels like what's real right now is needing more time to work on or focus on something else. To have a little more variety in your life. It does feel like there is an important change that needs to be made within you or outside of you to make room, well, just to create more space in your life and for yourself and other things that mean a lot to you. The cards here on the table are showing somebody who is feeling exhausted, nearly overwhelmed, but has been working very hard for a long time, so it isn't justified or like it doesn't make sense, and it feels like it's about time to lighten the load, delegate, or walk away from something that is just asking too much of you. Again, it depends on whatever the circumstance is for you, but the general message is to lighten the load, and to do so with a sense of purpose, creating more balance within yourself and in your life to contribute to a greater balance in the collective. Because remember, no matter how you show up in this world, you will have an impact and an effect on other people. So you want to show up in a healthy way so you can encourage others to be healthy as well. Yeah, I just saw the number 2, 3, 4. Trust that everything happens for a reason. Maybe you really do have the opportunity here to inspire somebody to also lighten the load for themselves. There's somebody here that seems like they really want to work with you, or that at least you really want to work with them, and it feels like there's encouragement here to create a partnership if that resonates for you. So that way, like this 2 of Swords says, you can be more supportive and helpful, whether it's to yourself or this other person. There's something here you can't control. Maybe it is time here, and the best thing you can do right now is be supportive and helpful. That's what this reading feels like. It has all been about, to show up being fair and honest with yourself so you can show up in the same way for others and attract people who also show up in that way for you. And as a last message, I just saw the number 333 on the timer, which is about self-expression and communication, using your voice. Talk to whoever this is, or make your needs known, make them heard. This number is also about healing and growing. So maybe this really is an opportunity for you to heal and to grow, to transform and change on the inside, simply by making your needs known. Whether you need to tell yourself, like, hey, I need this, I need to stop being mean to myself, I need to stop being hard to myself, or whether you need to say that to somebody else. I saw the number 345 as well. So again, like I've said repeatedly in this reading, trust that everything happens for a reason, that you're being called to lighten the load for a reason.